Good evening, everyone. It is so great to see you all here tonight. My name is Ruth Main. I am going to be your hostess tonight on going over an incredible opportunity, something that I've been waiting for about 11 years. I hail from Silverdale, Washington. I know we've got folks in here from all over the globe tonight. It is so great to see you all. Let's just jump right in. Make sure that if you're new here tonight, you have a pen and a piece of paper so that you can write down any questions that you may have, so you can get back with the person that invited you here and get those questions answered so we can get you started. We're talking about World Global Network, a multi-million-dollar company, soon to be a multi-billion-dollar company, already active in over 100 countries and just opening North America. They have about 350,000 associates worldwide right now. Now that's an important number. They've been doing this for 3 years, so they're a fairly young company in the direct sales arena. They only have about 350,000 associates worldwide compared to a lot of companies that have millions of people, yet they've already accomplished having 7 of the top income earners in all of direct sales on the top 150 list. That's right. WGN has the most people on that list of any other company there, and they're going up against companies that are 10, 15, 20, 30, and 50 years old. The holding company is World Media and Technology Corp., a publicly traded company in the U.S. under WRMT. Let's talk about where Mr. Galdi has offices. Now he has about 60 offices worldwide. What we're showing here are just some of the bigger offices around the globe. Singapore, New York, the newest office at the Brickell building in Miami, Florida. This is one of the greenest high-rises built. It's been written up in all kinds of engineering periodicals. It is also one of the most technologically advanced buildings out there. There is a reason Mr. Galdi picked this building. Then you have offices in the UK, China, Russia, Ireland, coming soon to Dubai and India. And he won't stop there. Let's talk about the reputation of a company. This is important when you're looking at a company. Mr. Galdi has been in business for over 20 years and about 3 years in direct sales. He's been written up in several magazines, periodicals, newspapers about his products and his business. World Finance, Forbes, Business from Home. Ted has written several articles, not only about the company, but about some of the top earners as well, and the Wall Street Journal. All of those links down there are live. You can feel free to go check it out for yourself. You have to know that the company that you're working with has a heart. Mr. Galdi has a foundation called World for People. He identifies some of the poorest regions on the globe and then supports them with the most technologically advanced solutions for green energy, clean water, education, medicine. It's also important to note that WGN is a standing member of the Singapore Business Federation, as well as a pending member of the DSA in the United States. Mr. Galdi was born in Italy in 1972. This is a UK-based company. In his early 20s, at the tender age of about 22, in 1994, he founded the second largest ISP in Italy, the 5th largest in the whole of Europe, at 22 years old. In 1997, he founded Muktech International out of Singapore. He went on in 2002 to present to the marketplace one of the very first touch LCD screens for your PC. So those of us that have touch screens can thank in part Mr. Galdi for that. In 2005, he developed one of the very first successful VoIP platforms. You know, WGN just kind of came out of nowhere. I know everybody that I've talked to, there hasn't been one person that said, yeah, I've heard about the company, which blew my mind. They've been in direct sales for 3 years, and Mr. Galdi has been voted and is in the running again this year for one of the top up-and-coming CEOs in all of direct sales. Now that's a pretty hefty accomplishment for only being in business 3 years. It then does not make you wonder why Alexa has rated them the 8th most visited network marketing site in the world, and I haven't checked that recently to see if it's changed. My feeling is it probably has. What is the mission of World Global Network? To change people's lives through a business opportunity in direct sales by developing innovative ideas that are going to improve our quality of life. What do they want you to do? Inspire the change. How are they going to do this? By developing those ideas in three of the biggest industries in the world: media, mobile, and wearable technology. Let's talk for a minute about wearable technology. Close your eyes for just a moment and envision, if you will, if you were in Steve Jobs' shoes when he brought to the marketplace the iPhone. Now, we can all agree that the mobile phone technology was a revolution. It changed the way we communicate. It made us not dependent on a landline stuck to a wall or a desk. But what Mr. Jobs did is brought the smartphone industry into existence. Now think about how fast that grew. Everybody you know today, virtually everybody, has a smartphone. Would you be living in the same house that you're living in now? Probably not. If you'd have been on the forefront of that, would you be driving the same car that you're driving? Your lifestyle might be a little bit differently. You might be able to give a little bit more. Well, folks, you're in that place right now, that same exact spot. Just a new technology. The wearable technology industry is growing 5 times faster than the smartphone industry did. And you all are at the forefront. You're at the very beginning. That's a great place to be. Let's look for a minute about the evolution of technology. You know, computers used to take up whole buildings. Then they got it down to just the size of a room, and then a desk. And then laptops came out. You know, you remember they weighed 10 pounds. They weren't very laptop friendly. They got smaller, faster, lighter. Then they come out with things like the Nook and tablets and the smartphone and the Google glasses, which I hear are going back to the drawing board. What is the point of all of this? It is time for a revolution. Just like the iPhone changed the mobile phone industry, space is going to change the way we do everything. So welcome to the revolution. We're going to be discussing the space computer, the space system, and the space Lumina glasses today. Imagine being able to do everything that you can think of. From your favorite TV shows, Super Bowl, movies, games, your favorite music, exercises, education, looking up recipes or how-tos, all of your work, your email, your social media, everything that you can do on a computer, you will be able to do with space and the space computer. The space computer fits in your pocket, gentlemen, or in your purse, ladies. It is smaller than a deck of cards. But don't think that just because it's small, it's not powerful. It has a very powerful octa-core CPU. That means it's 4 times faster than the computers you are on attending this webinar tonight, and still fits in your pocket. And you can enjoy everything that I just discussed, from social media to email to your work, collaboration, webinars, all kinds of entertainment, exercise, right from the computer. With full connectivity, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, 4G, and it creates its own hotspot. Now you might be thinking, with a computer that small, how in the heck am I going to see the screen? The screen is not part of the computer. Introducing the Space Lumina glasses. Now the Space Lumina glasses give you an infinity view. You will have a screen anywhere from about 40 inches all the way up to 420 inches in HD. And 420 inches, folks, is the size of a 3-story building. Now these are also going to give you a 3D view for gaming. Think about the gamers out there and the live experience. How many of you have seen the new Hobbit movie? We did. What if I was able to just pull it up on my space computer and watch it in 3D on as big of a screen as I chose, with surround sound, in the comfort of my own home? And the glasses are light. They only weigh 65 grams. For those of us here in the United States, that's 2.2 ounces. They come in both fashion and prescription lenses for those of us that don't have 20/20 vision anymore. This is your virtual reality. You might be thinking, well, how am I going to wear those glasses all the time if I'm trying to drive? Well, they have see-through view technology, meaning you can wear them all day doing any task that you want. You don't have to have the computer screen up while you're driving. You might just have up in the upper left-hand corner how far you're going, your GPS coordinates, how long it's going to take you to get there, how fast you're going. If you're exercising, it'll tell you how many steps you're taking, how many more you have to go, how long it's going to take you to do it. And check this out. You operate them through either touch, voice, or gesture control. Absolutely incredible. Here's what one of the screens may look like. You can see the see-through view here. There's a computer screen up right in front of them, and then you see in the background what she's doing. Looks like she's watching a video on a recipe. And introducing the Space System. To include SpaceWorks, VoIP, Meet, Space Wireless, Postcard, and Space Media. Now, Mr. Galdi's a very smart man. He knew that not everybody might want the space computer, at least right away. So when he created this software package, he created it so that it will work on any PC, any Mac, any tablet, or any smartphone. In fact, Dee Dee is probably on her smartphone, and Tim, he's on his smartphone a lot on these webinars. And you don't have to worry about having flash or anything like that. In fact, I have had several people tell me the graphics even on a smartphone are absolutely incredible. So now, right from either the World Phone 4 for you, which is our phone, or your tablet, or the space computer, or any computer or Mac, you're going to be able to do everything. Let's take a little peek at what that is. Our Space VoIP allows you to make video or VoIP calls and chat from any Mac, PC, tablet, smartphone, or the space computer, or our World Phone 4 for you. This gives you unlimited calls to and from over 100 countries, and that includes both landlines and mobiles. Space Meet, just like we're doing right now. How about the ability for a contractor or an engineer to meet right on the job site with their space computer or any computer? And there's a problem. Well, they no longer have to worry about going back to the office and accessing things. They can just pull it right up, call in anybody to a meeting on the job site in Space Meet, have the meeting, fix the problem, and be done with it. We can collaborate from anywhere. Anywhere. And as you all saw before we started, I was showing some videos. I can show my desktop. I can have up to 1,500 people in here, 32 concurrent on video. I can do file sharing, whiteboard, and access my postcards. SpaceWorks. This is the ability not only to share videos, pictures, and files and documents, but I never have to leave the application, ever. It gives me a premium email with calendars that I can share, unlimited storage, a task manager, an online document editor, as well as a Dropbox for those big files. And again, I never have to leave my space to access any of this. Space Postcard. Tim and I were playing with this the other day. We had a lot of fun. The ability to send somebody in your group a job well done, or congratulations, or maybe send somebody a happy birthday or a get well. How about for you marketers out there? Video postcards have been shown to be very effective, and now you have the opportunity with Space Postcard to have as many as you want. And then you have your Space Office. This is an online office that you can access from anywhere. People can see whether you're online or not. They can chat with you, send email. You can review all your contact information. They can view it. You can review your schedule and change it. You can access your calendar. You can also attend live webinars like we're doing right now from the same space. And then we have Space Wireless. Now I know we have a lot of people joining us tonight from outside of North America. If you are outside of North America, your calling plans are going to be a little bit different and very specific to your country. And we'd be happy to get those questions answered for you as we go. However, you will have calling plans available to you. The ability to call internationally for a flat rate is, I've never found one, a plan that you could call internationally flat rate. Well, World is now giving it to us. We also have nationwide coverage with unlimited talk and text, as well as 3 gigabytes of high-speed data, and introducing the World Phone 4 for you. Now, this phone, folks, rivals an HTC One M8, a Samsung Galaxy, the iPhone, whatever version they're on now. However, it's a little bit different. It rivals them in its sleekness, in the things that it has on it, like 4.4 Jelly Bean, camera, all of that good stuff. However, this phone as well has an octa-core processor. I don't know how much faster it's going to be than our phones that some of us currently have, but I know it's going to be a heck of a lot faster, because I don't think most of our phones even have as big of a processor as our computers. Some of them might, I don't know. I'm not up to speed on that. But But how about the ability to have the World Phone 4 for you at half the price of a Samsung Galaxy, an HTC One M8, or an iPhone? Half the price. That is an incredible deal. And then space media. The ability to enjoy all of your movies, your reading, newspapers, periodicals, education, games, whatever you want to do in your downtime, it's available there for you. We've talked a little bit about the space computer and the space system, as well as the space Lumina glasses. Mr. Galdi is not stopping there. You see those puzzle pieces there? There is another piece to this puzzle, and our team focuses on a march to Miami. That's right, there's going to be a Diamond Life convention at the brand new Brickell building in Miami, where we will not only christen the new office, get to meet the staff, get to meet each other, have a great time, but we're also going to meet other people from around the world, and you're going to see firsthand how WGN treats its consultants. Now that we've talked a little bit about the credibility of the company, the credibility of the owner of the company, the products, let's talk about how you get started. There is a one-time per year $49 consultant fee. Now, what this is going to do is supply you with a collection of essential tools in your back office to run your business effectively, including your website. Then you have the Partner Pack. This is the Space System Lite. It is a once-off $299 plus the consultant starter kit, so plus the $49. For that, you're going to get a 100 gigabyte storage box in Works, a 50-seat or 16 concurrent video in Meet, 10 gigabyte in Postcard, VoIP on demand, wireless on demand, and space media when it is released. Then there is the Space Master Pack. The Master Pack is a once-off $599 plus your consultant fee. With this, you're going to get unlimited Works, 1,500 seat webinar, 32 concurrent in video. And what's so great about that is, folks, we're going to be maxing that out. Literally, we've got so many people coming to our webinars, it's a good thing we don't only have a 50-seat room. Postcard, unlimited, VoIP on demand, wireless on demand, as well as space media. Now you're going to have some monthly charges, and these are your service plans. Now, one thing I want you to notice here, one of the first things I noticed, is this is way less expensive on a monthly basis than most companies charge. The service plan for space is just $35 a month. That's it. $35 a month. VoIP is just $39.90. The wireless service plan, $39.90 in North America. Again, for our Aussies in here tonight, for our folks from South Africa, from Norway, your plans are going to be a little bit different price-wise, but they'll be spelled out very well, and they will be extremely more cost-effective than what you're paying now. And then the wireless plan international, to and from over 100 countries, $39.90 a month. I cannot wait to start using that. I know some of you are chomping at the bit as well. Now let's talk about how the company pays you. You're about to find out firsthand why this company has 7 of the top income earners on that top 150 list. There are 10 ways that we get paid. The fast retail, and they mean lightning fast. Anytime a customer or a new consultant comes on board and purchases a product, you get paid immediately. Boom, it is in your wallet. This allows you to fund your business as you grow. Team volume commissions. The front end of this company is a binary. However, it's not like any binary I have ever seen. Now, I've been offered money from other companies. I have been offered positions, all kinds of things to go build other companies. I have always said no when it comes to a binary. And the reason is this. I do not think it's fair that you have to go in and put people in both legs, and then a company says, oh, by the way, we're only going to pay you on the leg with the least amount of volume in it. That has always been a rub for me. This company did not do that. Every time your volume on your left matches your volume on your right, the company is going to give you 10% of the left leg volume, 10% of the right leg volume. Much fairer way to do things. Now, they do cap your income on this one at $50,000 per week per business center. With 3 business centers open, you can earn $150,000 a week on this one commission alone. Now, I know some of you are going to have a tough time living with $150,000 a week, but for most of you, that is some darn good greenbacks. Let's talk about the money box. This is one of the most ingenious commissions I have ever seen, ever in my 35 years in this industry. Every week, the volume that runs through your team volume commissions, the company is going to take 1% of that out of their profit, and they're going to put it in a money box for you. You see, Mr. Galdi thought to himself, how can we reward people for just continuing to stay active? Now, we're not going to have near as hard of a time as some other companies, because let's face it, folks, people will shut off their water before they will shut off their mobile phone. Literally. In other companies, they say, I can't afford my $200 juice this month, or I can't afford my $150 milkshakes this month. Here, you've got products that not only people want, but they need. So they're going to tend to stay more active. But Mr. Galdi said, we want to reward people for just staying active. So purchase your service plan every month for 12 consecutive months. Every week, the company takes 1% of the profits from your team volume commissions and they put it in a lockbox. When you have paid your bill for 12 consecutive months, the company is going to send you a big fat check for all that money. It is yours right then, right there after 12 months, simply as a thank you for staying active. Generational matching bonuses. The generational matching bonus. This bonus is where you're going to get paid a percentage of the team volume commission bonus of each of your personals, down to 7 generations deep. It depends on what rank you are. When you become a team developer, you're going to get 5% matching bonus on your personals. Silver, 10%. Gold, 10% on your personals, 5% on theirs. Platinum, the same, and as you go down there, you'll see that at President Millionaire, it pays 45% cumulative. Folks, this money can be huge. This is big money. The infinity, get that first word, residual volume. Every time either a customer or a consultant activates or renews a service plan, you're going to get paid $10 to $20 a month, depending on what plan they activate or renew. This is going to be paid on every consultant that is personal to you or every retail customer, with the exception of the first 2 consultants that fall on your personal leg. Now, those 2 people will still remain your personals. However, for the commission, for the money only, for this one commission, the money will pass up to your sponsor. So, at best, you're going to give your sponsor $40. In turn, your sponsor is going to turn around and help you grow your business. It's in their best interest to do that. So you're just going to give up the first 2 for the money only on this commission to your sponsor. All of your personals are going to do the same. That's why it pays to infinity. Not 5 levels, not 50 levels, not 500. To infinity. Now we have the infinity brick bonus. Each time a member of your Infinity downline sponsors a consultant with a minimum of 200 CV, you do that once on the left and once on the right. That is called a brick. You're going to get paid $20. The Infinity matching bonus. Remember the 2 people that you passed up? Well, check this out. You're now going to earn 10% to 100% matching bonus of all the Infinity residual bonuses generated by your frontline pass-ups. So you're going to get paid anyway. Mr. Galdi has created an extremely cohesive compensation plan that creates teamwork. Here, let's just go over the dual team one more time. This is the binary up front. Every time the volume on the left matches the volume on the right, you're going to get paid 10% on each leg. The Infinity residual bonus, remember, you're going to pass up the first 2 people for the commissions only that land on your personal leg. If you want to know how much that can add up to, over on the right where it says monthly, that's just your pass-up volume. Extra 20 grand a month. And then car bonuses. This is a favorite of everybody's. All you have to do is become a team developer and reach and maintain the diamond rank for 4 consecutive weeks. That's just $10,000 in volume. Once that happens, the company is going to send you $1,000 a month to do with what you want. Now, it's a car bonus. You know, you could probably get 2 Hyundai payments, maybe 2 Subaru payments, maybe a Chevy Tahoe payment, a Jeep Grand Cherokee, a Ford Escalade, something along those lines. But then they have the supercar bonus. Become President Diamond for 4 consecutive weeks. And folks, the company quadruples the money to $4,000 a month. for you to really buy a dream car. You know, when we were young, we didn't grow up and want to drive a Hyundai. Think about it. You guys thought about Lamborghinis, Teslas, Ferraris, Bentley, Rollses, Maseratis. Mine was a Pantera. Aston Martins. Come on, think about it. If I took every single one of your keys right now and I threw them in a big bowl and I put keys to Lamborghinis, Bentleys, Teslas, Maseratis, all the top dream cars, are you really going to dig through the bowl for your keys? I would venture to say very few of you would. Then the lifestyle bonuses. When you achieve the career results communicated in the lifestyle website, you are going to enjoy some of the most exclusive and luxurious trips you've ever experienced to some of the most incredible places on the planet. The Millionaire Club, you also receive an exclusive masterpiece of the Millionaire Collection. Now, I really don't know what's in that Millionaire Collection, but I can't wait to find out firsthand. It's going to be awesome. And then they have the Millionaire Pool Bonus, where the company takes 1% of the total monthly sales of the company, and it is shared between all the President Millionaires. How many of you are going to meet me in the President Millionaire Circle? I know a lot of you will. We've talked about a very unique package of products here today. Products that have patent pendings on them, products that Mr. Galdi manufactures himself. Products that nobody else has. Yeah, lots of companies have phones, but nobody has a phone with an octa-core processor that does what ours does. Yes, lots of people have computers, but nobody has the space computer or the space Lumina glasses. And make note, people have already tried those glasses on. I was showing some videos before we started of the Dubai convention in December, where consultants actually got to try the glasses. You're going to be setting yourself up in an independent business with a very small investment. And I'm going to tell you, folks, I have never, ever seen a company doing what World Global Network is doing. And I am sold out, literally sold out. It's time that you sold out to something that you can count on. Isn't it time that you started actually living your dreams instead of living them through the television or a book or a TV show? Isn't it time that you started taking things off of your vision board because you've achieved them so that you can put bigger dreams up there? Isn't it time that you experienced the feelings of being able to travel the world? This industry has blessed me beyond words in a time in my life many years ago when I really needed it. It was this industry that saved my life financially. Since then, we've been able to travel to many of the places that you're looking at now. And I will tell you, the places are great, the people are better. I have formed some of the best relationships and friendships around the globe, the direct sales industry. With WGN, you can tie your rope to this wagon, and you'll be able to experience all of these places and many more. Maybe some of you will come to Ghana with me and go to the Ho village and sit with the chiefs and the tribe. Maybe you'll get a tribal name like I have. The experiences make it worth the journey. Now, don't get me wrong, the money does too. Those strong emotions are being felt already by many people that are just coming on board. They've gotten their first paycheck and they know it's now real. We want you to come on board with us. Get back to the person that invited you here tonight. Let's get all your questions answered. Then let's get you going on the road to success with World Global Network. I'd like to thank you all for being here tonight. This is the third presentation. We're done for the day now. We'll be back at it at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Bring a few guests, because I can tell you they're probably going to say yes. I look forward to meeting every single one of you. We are on the march to Miami. Make sure you check out our team website as well as our Facebook page. There's a ton of information there. With that, I'm going to say good night. Have a blessed one, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.